The sun rose slowly over the city as the sounds of traffic, distant voices, and birds filled the air. A new day had begun in Venezuela, and for the next 24 hours, life would move with its own rhythm, sometimes calm, sometimes tense, but always full of stories. From early morning until late at night, every moment carried a lesson, not only about the country, but also about people, survival, and hope. At dawn, the streets were quiet, but not empty. A few shop owners lifted metal shutters while street vendors prepared small carts with coffee and bread. The smell of fresh arepas spread through the air, simple yet comforting. People greeted each other warmly, even strangers, because here, connection mattered. A short conversation at a food stall could turn into laughter, advice, or shared worries about the day ahead. For many, breakfast was light, but it was enough to start moving forward. Public transport began to fill quickly. Buses arrived already crowded, and people stood close together, holding bags, phones, and sometimes nothing but patience. Conversations flowed naturally. Someone talked about rising prices, another shared news about a relative who had left the country, and someone else simply listened. Even during difficult times, people found comfort in talking. English learners listening to such conversations could notice how everyday language is full of simple expressions, repeated ideas, and emotions that make understanding easier. As the morning progressed, the city grew louder. Markets became busy with sellers calling out prices and buyers negotiating carefully. Money was counted slowly, and decisions were made with care. Despite challenges, people tried to maintain dignity and routine. A mother explained homework to her child while waiting in line. An elderly man joked with a fruit seller. These small scenes showed resilience without needing dramatic words. By midday, the heat became strong. Many people looked for shade or returned home for a short rest. Electricity cuts were common, so phones were charged whenever possible. Inside homes, families gathered to eat simple meals together. Rice, beans, and vegetables were shared, and conversation continued. Stories from the past mixed with worries about the future, but there was also humor. Laughing, even for a moment, helped lighten the weight of the day. In the afternoon, the pace changed again. Streets filled with schoolchildren walking home, talking loudly and freely. Young people met friends, dreaming of opportunities, travel, and better days. Some practiced English using their phones, believing that language could open doors. Learning English was not just a hobby, it was hope. It represented connection with the world beyond borders. As the sun began to set, the city softened. The sky turned orange and pink, and for a moment, problems felt distant. Families sat outside their homes, sharing stories as the evening breeze arrived. Music played from radios, sometimes sad, sometimes joyful. Music had always been a powerful voice in Venezuela, expressing feelings words could not. Night brought both beauty